My name is Jennifer Dodd. I'm in Dr. Hudson's Speech 205 class online, and this is my persuasive speech, and the date is July 8th, 2014. Here's my audience. Okay. Veganism as a way of life. Think about the last meal you ate recently. What was it? The majority of you probably had some sort of processed food that came from animals, whether it was meat, dairy, or even seafood. What if I told you that I didn't consume anything processed from animals? Myself being semi-vegan, have reaped the benefits of this healthy lifestyle for a couple of months now. But before we go on, think about what your life would be like without meat, dairy, or anything from animals. Who has ever heard of the saying, we are what we eat? Well, think about that for a minute. We are what we eat. For most of us in America, we probably had some eggs and bacon, or maybe a sausage biscuit with gravy for breakfast, right? What if I told you that the eggs used in your omelet came from a chicken who was pumped full of chemicals and fed all day, every day to produce larger eggs and larger poultry portions? Or that the pig that provided our sausage and bacon lived a life of eating slop 24/7 that contains powders and grains that make them twice the size that they should be naturally. I bet if we knew where our food source came from, or even how it got from the pig into our plate, we would all think twice about what we were eating and become more conscious eaters, along with gaining the benefits of a meatless diet. I propose that with the proper knowledge of our food source, that we as Americans reduce our animal-produced diets to 2 to 3 times a week. So to start off with, what is veganism? According to Malvika Velanakal, an author for DNA, a daily news and analysis magazine, veganism is a diet that excludes any kind of animal product, such as meat, milk, and eggs. Veganism has many health benefits as well. A diet rich in vegetables, fruits, whole grains, and beans provides all the vitamins, nutrients, and minerals we need without the fat and cholesterol found in animal products. For people following a plant-based diet, vitamin B can easily be found in a variety of vegetarian foods, such as fortified breakfast cereals, soy milk, and meat substitutes, or simply by taking a vitamin B pill or multivitamin. This healthy way of eating offers a nutritious alternative to the greasy, artery-clogging cheeseburgers and chicken nuggets that have contributed to our country's dramatic rise in obesity, diabetes, and other diet-related illnesses. Now there's another option which isn't as extreme, called vegetarianism. According to Winston Craig, a professor of nutrition at Andrews University, a vegetarian diet is different from an omnivorous diet by its content of dry beans and lentils. These take place of meat and fish as the major source of protein. It is different from veganism by the fact that it allows other food processed by animals, besides meat, to be consumed. Soy protein contains many benefits that clearly translate into a lower risk of heart disease, stroke, cancer, and osteoporosis. By eating animal products such as meat and eggs, both of these foods are the main dietary source of cholesterol and the source of saturated fat, which is the main cause of heart disease. By not consuming these foods, it will dramatically reduce the risk of having a heart attack by 90%. The fiber in vegetarian diets removes unnecessary cholesterol and other cancer-causing agents. A 1990 study verified by Dr. William Castelli from the University Hospital in Linköping, Sweden, says that vegetarians overall are 20% less prone to die from heart attack than meat eaters. With a low-fat vegetarian diet combined with exercise, it does help to reduce blood pressure and control or remove diabetes. Having a vegetarian diet can also benefit asthmatic patients. According to a 1985 year-long study at the same hospital, over 90% of asthma patients had less severe and frequent attacks while having a vegetarian diet. And it can also reduce their need for medication. I am a semi-vegan because I care. I care about preventing the suffering of innocent creatures. I care about preventing world hunger. I care about the air we breathe in and the water that flows in our rivers and streams. And I also care about my own health. The impact of meat industry and processing animals is beyond insane and way too hard to comprehend as an animal lover. The U.S. Department of Agriculture states that 49,698 million pounds of red meat was processed in 2009. Of that 49,698 million pounds, only 47,770 million pounds were consumed. That is 155 pounds consumed per capita. It also means that 1,928 million pounds were wasted in 2009. That is one of the many reasons why I choose the lifestyle that I do. Animal welfare remains a primary motive for choosing a vegan diet, with over 2 million animals killed every day for food in this country, according to the Vegetarian Society. It's not hard to see why. In the United Kingdom, a 2009 Food Standards Agency survey said around 3% of the populations are currently vegetarian, with another 5% regularly choosing meat-free meals. Concern for the environment, though, is also a driving factor for a number of vegetarians. What we choose to eat, says Sue Taylor, a spokesperson for the Vegetarian Society, is one of the biggest factors in our personal impact on the environment. The Vegetarian Society cite research by R.K. Pachauri, the chairman of the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, who found that 1 hectare of land, or 2.47 acres, producing vegetables, fruit, and cereals can feed up to 30 people. The same area, if used to produce meat, could feed between only 5 to 10. For some people, veganism is the only right way to live, according to their beliefs and religion. Some find slaughter of animals unpardonable. The plants and grain that goes into feeding the livestock is also pointless in a way. You have to feed an animal 12 kilograms of food grains for half a kilo of meat. Precious rainforests are being cut down to grow grains to feed the meat industry. The actual cost of one hamburger is about $200, and we can get it for less than $2. Veganism is inevitable. I don't know of any better way an individual can make so much difference conserving both plants and animals. You can't really draw a line when it comes to compassion, can you? Now maybe you were thinking that this type of diet is getting a little bit more reasonable with all the health benefits that it possesses and how it would help the welfare of animals and our environment. But what would you eat? Why would you eat? There are many different substitutes available for vegan and vegetarians. Some of the substitutes I have are in front of me. We have a variety of cheese substitutes, cream cheese, Parmesan cheese, mozzarella shredded. Then we have some organic butter, some veggie ground that you can use as a ground beef substitute. I have smart sausages that they have no meat in them. And then you can also get soy milk and almond milk as a milk substitute. For protein, you have to eat a lot of beans, rice, and nuts. I have some soy nuts that I toss in my salads, which is a good source of fiber as well. I haven't had any trouble making my favorite foods because I am substituting with all these healthier options. With all these alternatives out there, everyone is completely capable of cutting meat out of their diets 2 to 3 times a week. Now I am not completely vegan because I need one cheat day per week that allows me to have that special food I have been craving, and so I don't go insane. It is not bad to eat meat, but I believe that it would benefit everyone to reduce his or her meat and processed food intake to a minimum. Thank you.